It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the New York Knicks come into town in this one. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Assisted, Carl Anthony.
On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Stolen by Knipple. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Knipple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Knipple projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Hart, wide open. He fires.
Josh Hart.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Here's Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Miller. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. The putback. The kick out to Ball. Here's Knipple. From deep. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. And that's the elite shot-making skill from Brandon Miller.
Back to Towns. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A three-pointer is right on target.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Charlotte in the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And here's Miller, right wing. Here's Knipple. And Knipple slams it in.
Good to see the rookie Knipple knifing inside like this, showing just how dangerous he can be putting it on the floor.
Now, here's Hart. He's got 5. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Bridges misses. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back over to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Brunson. Still scoreless. Misses from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Knipple with the bucket.
So lethal off the catch. Knipple is good at just finding space and then timing it quickly.
And Brunson, here we go. Pass to Bridges. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle-Stat game has been going for Charlotte.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Knipple, no good. Knicks trailed by 6. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Pass to Brunson. And it's Towns penetrating. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. To the left wing. Here's Knipple. Off target from outside. Knicks trailed by 6. Here's Bridges to the paint. Hard outside. Some nice passing by New York here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Knicks trailed by 4. To the middle. Anunoby outside. Krills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Miller. The kick out to Williams. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ball. They lead by 1.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
It's Hart on the wing. And the foul called on Grant Williams. That's his first foul. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Right side, and out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte in the lead. It's White on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Kobe Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense. Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Good kick out to Anunoby. To the inside. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. 3 on the clock. Here's Hart. No good on the triple. The Hornets trail. Here's White. And he makes good on the layup. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Anunoby has the open look. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kobe White.
I love when Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
And a new group in for the Knicks. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
That one goes. Count it. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Inside. Towns. And Towns throws it down. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
Then my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets on top, leading by just 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Knicks trailing. Here's Anunoby. Off target from 3-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Got that bucket in no time at all. White's got the first points of the second half here for the Hornets. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
Over in the corner, Green. Off target with his 3. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Brunson outside. Towns in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. The lead is 2. And Green gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And stolen by James. Charlotte moving the ball around. The kick out to Williams. Kept alive. Knicks trailed by 5. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And Towns throws it down.
quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's deflected. They recover it. Pass to Bridges. On the arc. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hornets leading by 5. For his age, Brandon Miller has an extremely polished offensive game.
He does, Kevin. You can count on him to carry an offense if need be for a 6-8 minute stretch. He's got size, he's got skill, and he's a willing participant offensively.
Anunoby outside to the inside.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Robinson, that's good.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
And Hart has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Hart's got 10.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Your combined strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes, sir.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Stolen by Ball. Fast break now for Charlotte. Knipple with the bucket.
That was way out there. Knipple stretching out his range.
It's Hart on the wing. Back to Brunson. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Knipple. That one doesn't drop. And that's Con Knipple with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
There's 25 seconds left in the third. Back to Brunson. Stolen by Ball.
Yeah, that's just sloppy. Yeah, I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Get ball turnover.
And we've reached the end of the third. Hornets lead by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Knicks trailed by 5. Bounds down low. Pass to Dadier. Power down with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
No, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
First team foul.
Clearly a foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
So the wing in the left. 4 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. Bulls got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Allie, thank you so much.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the stripe.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Out to Bridges. Here's Anunoby. The baseline jumper goes down.
Well, OG Anunoby gets to that mid-range game, doesn't flex into it a lot, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Ball. Now Towns. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Miller with the ball. Now Knipple puts up the 3. Down he goes for 3.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Ball. Rebounded by Towns.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the protect.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Well, this team relies, obviously, on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The Knicks trailing. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Kick by Bridges. Outside, Ball. The putback. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go. Now Towns. Miller. The 3 goes down.
Wow, the young serve, Brandon Miller in a big moment. I got you, folks.
Here's Anunoby. Now Brunson. Towns. And he jams it in.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Here's Knipple. Towns with the steal. Now, here's Anunoby. Brunson scanning the floor. Now Towns. Outside, Brunson. No up that time on a shot that would have put him on top. Oh, it hurts. Ball fires. Cleared away by Hart. Anunoby outside. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony. Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. Turner with the steal. To the middle. Here's Giannis. Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee. Well, I appreciate how focused DeAndre Ayton is on excelling at what he does best. His primary concern is being a force in the paint on both ends.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Giannis right side. Back to Porter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Again, Giannis missing. The drive by LeBron. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Nailed from three-point land. Reeves has got 5 points so far.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Another miss by Giannis. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Guys, back for you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's James. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Porter. From deep, Giannis buries the long-range jumper. Giannis has got 14.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
6 to shoot. And the dunk by LeBron.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. It's good.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Austin Reeves has been on display for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success. Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Guys, back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Reeves outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Giannis outside. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the 3. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Giannis outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Jacks up a three. And James pulls it down. The Lakers trail. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
The three from LeBron. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they get it. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
LeBron outside. Antetokounmpo with the steal.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
Porter with the steal. Pass break, Milwaukee. There's the triple. Giannis with another miss. Lakers lead by 4. LeBron right to the finish.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling. Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The Lakers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Smith hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
The kick out to Porter. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Down low. Here's Giannis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. The drive by Smith. And here's Kennard. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging all that size.
impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Bucks trail by 7. Three-pointer. Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got 6 points.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Turner with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 5 points in the game.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
That's a 2 from Smith. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
And Hayes throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Outside Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And he is a load inside. Turner can back anybody down to get to his sweet spot.
Pass to Kennard. Driving the lane. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Young. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. For the lead. Rebound the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Over in the corner, LaRabia. Inside. Back to LeBron. Smith outside. James outside. For 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And a wide open look for James. Knocks down the 3 ball. LeBron's got 18 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Outside for Jackson. A shot. And he misses his first shot. Lakers leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kennard with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got his first points of the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Lakers lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So it's the Lakers now. It's a one-point game. Down low. Reed. And he dunks it down.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Some changes here for the Bucks. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Milwaukee making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. They trail by 3. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's deflected. There's Giannis with the slam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Driving to the basket. Prince in the post. And Giannis throws it down. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Antetokounmpo. Off with the layup. Doncic right side. Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Out to Doncic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Here's Giannis. Layup no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Milwaukee now. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Turner, Doncic for the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
You can't play better defense than that, controlling that mid-range area.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
James jackhammers it down.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball. And that's why.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a move! Giannis!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Rebounded by Milwaukee. Friends double-teamed. Now Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Now Hachimura. Luka on the move. Oh, good on the layup. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away. Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now Reed. Now Hachimura. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Now Reed. Now Ayton. Porter with the steal. Antetokounmpo.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely needed 3 here.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
We'll talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And clearly they're in the driver's seat here, but they still have to get a stop. The main thing is they can't allow that open, quick look from beyond the arc.
Now James from deep. And the 3 misses. And stolen by Ayton. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
and they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
Reeves fires. No good from 3. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. They can. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Here we go. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's Holmgren. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Here we are, Tim. A battle with 2 of the best defensive teams in the NBA. What's the key tonight?
Well, I think any team that could put together a run is going to be in good shape, because at that point, once you get a lead, you let your defense take over and maintain that cushion. He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's stolen by Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. Over Joe. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got 5 now.
And KD just keeps coming at you with that jumper. There isn't anything you can do except hope he goes cold.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. First quarter, just over a minute played. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Drills it from outside.
And when the defense retreats to the paint in transition, there is going to be an opening at the three-point line.
Launches it. Thompson misses. And here are the Thunder now. Dort attacking. Here's Holmgren. Three-pointer. Over in the corner, Dort. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Well, that is the definition of an unforced error. Very unfortunate. And the coach is going to have something to say about that.
Outside, KD. Screen by Smith. At the top of the key, Durant. Another miss by Houston. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sweet move. And he drops that one in.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Thunder with the lead. It's Williams with the drive. Goes back up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Here's Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter. Again, Durant missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Kevin?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's SGA. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Şengün.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
The 3 from KD. Drains the three-pointer. KD's got 12 in the game. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Screen by Smith. For 3, Durant. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Dort misses. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Trailing by 2. Inside. Here's Şengün. Dort grabs the miss.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
It's Dort on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Outside Durant. Shoots over Dort. They get it back. Thompson. And a good offensive board when he gets the bucket. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Houston. Caruso looking for an opening. Back to SGA. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so he hits the technical free throw. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
And finished off by KD.
There's no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
On the wing, Williams fires the 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
KD with the bucket.
This is Durant's competitive fire coming out to play. He couldn't let that last 3 go unanswered.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Pushing it up. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
And, Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Thompson's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Got that one up quick. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter. Pass to Caruso. Stolen by Durant. And it's the Rockets on the break. Shoots over Dort. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from D, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Outside Williams. Back to SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Here comes SGA. Rockets leading by 5. And, man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Durant just inside the line. Durant with another miss. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. In just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Okogie. Here's Shepard. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Holiday. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Shepard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach, Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Unloads from 13. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Houston. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And that one, good. And here is Caruso. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Williams.
Come get it, come get it.
From 8. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. There's the triple from Durant.
And look at Durant using that long stride to stay out ahead on the break.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. Great defense that time from Şengün. Now here's Thompson. Back to KD. And another 3 for Houston.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Off the inbound pass, he takes it up and lays it in. That's now 32 points for Kevin Durant.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
Wallace looking for an opening. Can't cash in from close range.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Trains it.